We're going to talk breweries today, and you cannot talk about breweries in this city without having the conversation about Saint Arnold. It helped promote the craft beer movement in Houston, if not nationally. We're going to talk to Brock Wagner, the founder of Saint Arnold, just an influential human being, such a sweetheart of a man. Do a little tour of the brewery, come over here, grab some lunch, have a beer or two. What do you think about that?
Welcome to Saint Arnold Brewing Company. This is the production side. Here's the good Saint Arnold. So he was the Bishop of Metz from 610 to 627. He told everybody water's bad for you, drink beer, and became the patron saint of brewers.
That's awesome. When you moved here in
2010, this was the beer hall. This is where we did our tours. This was the public space. As other breweries started to open around town, and a lot of them had outdoor space, and one of the things we realized is people in Houston really like to drink outdoors. That was when it was like, we need to create a beer garden. Yeah. So that was the impetus to open the space next door. Now we just use this for private events. It's a fun place to come drink. The view of the star of the show, which is our brew house. So this is where all the beer starts. Every batch of beer goes through every one of these vessels. So it starts in the mash mixer, where we blend the ground up grain and hot water. Then the batch goes to the lauter tun, which has a big screen in the bottom. This is where we separate the liquid, the sugar, barley sugar liquid from the grain. Then it goes to the brew kettle, which is the far vessel. That's where we boil the wort and add the hops. And then we come to the whirlpool, where we separate, that's where we separate the hops, and then we pump it out to the fermenters. These three vessels came from a brewery in a monastery in Bavaria, where they'd been brewing since 1286.
So when you first started making beer, was this even like a thought process?
So I never imagined it being what it has turned into. I had no idea if it was going to work or not, but I imagined being out and seeing somebody running around Rice, jogging in a St. Arnold t-shirt or Memorial Park, and what an experience that would be. Another thing that was like a great weird moment that you don't imagine being excited about was the first time I saw one of our bottles as litter someplace. Wow, that's cool. I'm gonna pick that up now. When Bob Wolf was the RA in my dorm at Rice, when he introduced me to home brewing, no idea it was gonna turn into this. You know, it's like when you have a hobby, you like dream, wow, can I actually make this into a career?
Yeah.
Nah, that's silly.
Yeah.
But it turns out you can, by the way. If you're doing what you love, you work hard at it.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, as you well know, the key to success is hard work. Yeah. It's passion, it's finding people who share your passion, and I think that's been a key part. So the beer once it leaves the brew house, it comes out here to the cellar. These tanks are all sitting somewhere between 72 and 31 degrees right now.
So let's just take lawnmower, for instance, right? Once it gets through that process and comes out here, how long does it sit in a fermenter and a whole tank in essence?
So it comes out, it'll spend about 3 weeks in the fermenter. Once we're done here, we clarify the beer. So we'll go to the other end here. So this is our centrifuge. So all of our beers go through the centrifuge, and this will spin out any of the yeast that's remaining. Our IPAs, our bigger hoppy beers, only go through the centrifuge. But like Lawnmower, Amber Ale, Summer Pills, those beers will get additionally run through a filter to get brighter. And then from here, they either get kegged, bottled, or canned. So in 1994, the craft beer was in bottles. Everybody viewed it as, if you're drinking good beer, it was coming from a bottle.
Had to.
Then in the early mid-aughts, a company came up with an inexpensive canning machine and
Changed the business.
yeah, Oscar Blues in Colorado put one in and started canning their Dale's Pale Ale, and it took off. So all the new breweries that opened started putting canning lines in, and that became what everybody wanted, and then you saw cans blow up. I still prefer a bottle, but if you hand me a can, I'm happy to drink it. So we have the canning line, we have the kegging line, and then our old bottling line that we brought over from the old place.
What do you still bottle?
Amber Ale, Alyssa. We actually bottle Lawnmower and Art Car, and then all of our seasonal beers. So Summer Pills, Oktoberfest, Christmas Ale, Pumpkinator comes in 22-ounce bottles. That's all it comes in.
Was the one bottle at the end kind of tweaked out? Does that make you nervous at all?
Not until you pointed it out.
Okay.
Yeah, now. You know what one of the worst sounds is?
That
is when an entire pallet of bottles falls over. It keeps going, and you're like, no, please stop. Please stop.
And I feel like every ounce of Houston in this building.
I come in and look at this sometimes and go, how did we get here? How did I get here? Wow.
We did that.
This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Our beer's only in Texas and Louisiana.
Really?
Yeah.
Any thought of taking it further? No.
Nope. You should eat like a local and drink like a local. See what I did there?
I did. I like that. That's a good one. It's a good tag right there. Up next.
Well, people ask me often, like, what's your favorite beer? It's like, which is my favorite child?
Yeah.
Now, if you ask me which beer do I drink the most, that I can answer. There's nothing I enjoy more than sitting around talking about beer, brewing beer.
Started the brewery in 94.
And
right.
When I decided that I wanted to do this, there was just under 100 shipping craft breweries in the country. Today,
I can't even imagine.
It's like 9,000.
You came over to this facility in 2008, but next door was what when you bought it?
That was HISD's frozen food warehouse. It was a 100-year-old building. It was originally a paper bag company. Then it got bought by a company called Zero Foods, who turned it into a frozen food warehouse in 1960. They later decided that Zero Foods was the worst name ever for a company, and they changed their name to Cisco.
Really?
That was the original Cisco building.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some history.
Yeah. And we totally redid it. And then we added on the brew house. So up till 2013, if you came to a brewery in Texas, all the beer was free. Later in 2013, we got the laws changed. After that, we could start selling beer to the public. A couple years later is when I started to think, I want to do something really cool, really big, and that's what this is.
You built a wonderland.
So thank you. I wanted people to come here because of the beer, and when they have the food, go, oh, I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah.
I have the butcher for you, the classic meat letters style pizza with green Thai hot honey.
Green Thai hot honey.
Yes, sir.
Nice. So what's the focus of the menu here?
Good food that goes with beer. We're also big about beer culture. Like you go to a beer garden in Germany, you will see 3 and 4 generations of a family sitting together. And that's what beer culture is about to me. It's about family, it's about friends. And so we want to also have a wide variety of food that everybody will enjoy.
That's awesome. All right, I want to try this. That's solid pizza. And this is the
Amber Ale. So this is the original beer, turning 31 years old now.
Really?
Batch 1 was a different recipe. It was supposed to be the right recipe, but I didn't understand scaling.
Of course not. Would imagine.
This is the same recipe as batch 2 of Amber Ale.
Our household smash burger, onions, pickles, less sauce.
Looks awesome.
So this is grand prize. We decided we wanted to do our own classic American light beer. So Jeremy here has been a graphic designer for years. He had this pipe dream of reviving the grand prize brand. It was the #1 selling beer in Texas in the 1950s. We decided to bring it back.
If you want crushable.
Yep. Oh, it is.
That is so good.
Thank you. So it's got this like nice sort of subtle sweetness, just very light. I mean, they're all delicate flavors. We're talking about small things.
I'm not a big French fry person. These are some of the best I've ever had.
It has been a mission because I love French fries and I'm usually disappointed by them.
These are worth the price of admission right here. I think that this is a thing of beauty, really. That little combo right there, that is really fantastic.
And you can wash it down with the grand prize.
Good beer, good food, man.
Well, thank you. It means a lot coming from you.
Well,
you know a thing or two about this.
I do. A couple things.
We have an amazing team. And that's what really makes all this happen. Because I know everything about making this.
Yes.
The kitchen is a black box to me.
Holy moly. So walk me through this.
Slow braised pork shank in a mixture of beer and stock until it almost falls off the bone. We then crisp it up in the fryer.
I'm gonna say, yeah, right.
The funny thing is the number of people who like order that, like, I'm not gonna eat that whole thing.
Oh, they are going to.
They eat the entire thing.
Yeah, I mean, you may get into the cabbagey part. Nope, we're finishing that too.
Yep. So to me, this is just a traditional beer hall dish and something you don't see a lot of around town.
Nobody gets it. It's a showstopper, right? When it hits the table, it's that moment of what just happened to my life.
Yeah.
In the best possible way. And I didn't see this coming. It makes me so happy.
Oh, good. I'd like to make you happy. I'd like to make everybody happy.
I know, but this is...
Especially you.
This makes me really happy. And then I get a lawnmower? So where did this fall into the line?
So this came out in 2001. You know, we were open for 6, 7 years. It's like, okay, now we want to come out with something that's light for a craft beer. And some people will actually have a lawnmower and go, that's got a lot of flavor. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's what a craft beer is supposed to have.
Yeah.
Yet it's still one that after you drink one, you want another.
It's beer flavored beer.
Yes.
Right? And it's what I envision when I think of beer. This is it.
Well, people ask me often, like, what's your favorite beer?
How do you answer that?
It's like, which is my favorite child?
Yeah.
Now, if you ask me which beer do I drink the most, that I can answer, and that's lawnmower.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah. Brewers tend to drink Kolsch, Pils.
It's just really crisp, it's refreshing, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the Alyssa.
Yeah. This was the first IPA we made.
Now, when you say IPA, what do you mean by
So
that?
it's an India Pale Ale. So this is a style of beer that was originally brewed starting in the late 1700s. But there was no infrastructure for making beer in India. So they would ship this high alcohol, highly hopped, bitter beer from England to India. They would actually water it down there. People started tasting the straight version of it and liked that. And that was how India Pale Ale took off. We had a recipe and we sent out an email to our customers. What should we call this beer? One gentleman in town, Alan Heald, sent in a note and said, I'm a volunteer on Alyssa, the tall ship in Galveston. Why don't you name it for her? Because that's the type of ship that carried beer from England to India. And we donate part of the proceeds from this beer to support the tall ship Alyssa.
Hey, thank you for making stuff like this.
Alyssa came out in 2004. By 2015, when people said IPA, their mind had shifted on what an IPA was. It wasn't as malty, all very citrus, juicy, tropical kind of hops. We decided we wanted to make a modern American IPA, and that's what Art Car is.
I mean, these are two totally different beers. So that's delicious. Amazing. Thank you.
Enjoy this.
You and me both. I love getting to talk to you. All right, what's the order at Saint Arnold's? The pretzel, the wings, the pizza, get the butcher, then the holy smash burger, then the pork shank, and then for dessert, you gotta do a Saint Arnold root beer float. Up next, we're going to Senate Avenue Brewing Company. So we just were at Saint Arnold. Now we're up off of Senate Avenue. and 290 at Senate Avenue Brewing. There's so many breweries here in town. We called James over at What's on Tap. We said, hey man, where do we go? And he said, you got to try these folks. Much smaller scale. They have the ability to kind of craft and change things when they want them to, which is kind of fun. And the food, fantastic. Let's check this out. James, Andrew,
how's it
thanks
going?
for having me. You know, we started talking about local craft breweries and things like that, and you said, hey man, we need to show up at Senate Avenue.
I've visited hundreds of breweries where I'm looking for a brewery with AC, good beer, family friendly.
Check. Yeah. So what got you into this?
I'm a military veteran. When I was stationed on the West Coast, I got into California IPAs. When I got leave, I would go into San Francisco and we would just brewery hop and fell in love with craft beer. And each brewery has its own community of regulars, its own vibe. Beer can be a social lubricant. It can really help people, open up a little bit.
But when you sit down and have a beer with somebody, you're definitely going to have a conversation.
Absolutely.
Right?
I don't think I've ever had a beer and just been quiet.
Which, I mean, kind of goes to like what's on tap. Beer, conversation.
Well,
right?
as a journalist, when I was interviewing people, sometimes they get tensed up whenever you put the mic or camera in front of them, and then I found that if you have a beer first, they kind of open up a little more.
But did you come from a home brewing background?
I did, yes.
And like all of a sudden you nerded into it?
The standard story of I got a make your own beer kit. And
was it a Mr. Beer kit?
It was.
I started with the Mr. Beer kit.
I have never met anybody who successfully made a good beer.
No, I think I got one batch.
I make one really bad beer. Your first beer is terrible, and then you just get obsessed with making it better and better and better and tinkering. And
when you're making a batch, how big is that batch?
It's 3.5 barrel, which is 108 gallons. But it allows us to be what we call small batch. It allows us to experiment.
Flexible too.
It also allows us to not sit on beer for very long. So, when you come into Senate Avenue, you're going to see some regular things that we have, some staples, but for the most part, our menu is different week to week.
I mean, just looking at it, it was like, oh, wow.
Different styles.
It's all over the place. I like it.
Yeah, and we want to be all over the place. We don't want to be. We want to be known as the place that had good variety.
All right, so cool flights.
Thank you. I would say if you ever go to a new brewery and they do flights, get a flight. And I say go all over the place.
I think it's a good representation of the brewery. And plus, if you don't like the beer, okay, I'll just move on.
Yeah, you're not
I'm only 3 or 4 ounces into, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's run through these because I've got Hassel, Smoke, Lords, and MHCS.
So we'll start with Hassel Light. It's a blonde ale. So if you're looking for a crispy, light beer, especially on a hot summer day in Houston, this is your beer.
I mean, it's easy.
Easy drinking, no hassle. That's why it's called Hassel. And the next one we have, it's called Smoke Show. It's a roasted jalapeno beer. So it's the same base as the Hassel Blonde, but we actually roast jalapenos in our kitchen, and we add the jalapenos cold side. We take the seeds out so it's not spicy. But it has a little burn to it in the back.
Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a full-on burn.
It's a slight.
It's subtle.
It's subtle.
Very subtle.
Okay.
It's
It
there.
definitely changes the flavor of the profile of
It
this.
does, yes.
And you get that roastiness. It's very well rounded. All right, what's Lords?
Lords is the House of Lords. It's an English bitter, called an English ale, but it won a silver medal in the Texas Craft Brewers Cup. From there, we've just been making it like crazy. It's a traditional English pub ale. Pairs really well with fish and chips, which we do on Fridays here.
All of that makes sense.
Yes.
So there's some breadiness to this.
Some what?
Some breadiness.
Breadiness to it.
Like you get a little breadiness, little toffee.
It's really malty. It's not going to be hoppy at all. So typically if someone says, I don't like hop, you're going to want to get something malty. So you'd have something like this. Yeah.
MCH.
So this is our Mexican hot chocolate stout.
Okay.
So this one won a gold medal at the Texas Craft Brewers Cup. This recipe came from our chef, Jessica. She's from Acapulco, Mexico. So she really came with her family recipe.
Wow.
And showed us how to make it. And we experimented with it in the tanks.
That's delicious.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I love smelling it just before I
Great aromas.
Robust.
Great aromas.
Chocolate, coffee notes.
Exactly, you're nailing it.
I love the lacing on the glass. See the bubbles that stick to the side of it.
With the stout, you definitely want to have some lacing. You want to have a little more head on it.
So you guys, I can see why you won.
Yeah, thank you very
right?
much.
Yeah, I can
it's
see
a
why
really
you
nice
won.
range. And I love beer that has a beginning, middle, and end. You know, when it first hits your tongue, what are you feeling? As you're swallowing it, what you're thinking. As it sits on your tongue, what are you thinking? And just like food, you know, you want to have, every dish has a story. I want every beer to have a story.
The show of range from here is stylistically fun.
Thanks.
So wings. The crew definitely knows that I consider chicken wings its own food group. Just like there's dairy, there's vegetables, then there's a chicken wing. You know, it's like these are delightful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let me see my pairing here.
Yeah, so you've got the Old Man Yells at Cloud, which is an alt beer.
Yes.
What?
An alt beer.
What is an alt beer?
It's more of a malty style, German style. Germans, you kind of think of lagers, like an amber lager, like a Bock. So this is sort of like a Bock, but in a ale format.
Awesome. All right, so, man, come on. Wings and cased meats. I think you're lining up to what brewery and food need to be.
Here is our big fat brat, which we thought very long and hard about naming. And with a side of...
Sometimes things just stick.
I know. What is it? It's a big fat brat. Sauerkraut, house-made beer mustard.
That's good.
And then this is our El Super Bisto dog, standard chili dog, jalapenos on it.
Queso on it too?
Oh yeah, and queso, chili cheese dog. Also made with our beer.
Man.
Good job on that. Okay.
You know, when we brew, we go through about 200 pounds of wheat malt. And at the end of the process, we donate it to a local rancher, and he takes it back to his ranch, feeds the cows, and we actually buy the cows. And so spent grain comes back to us in the form of beef. This is our smash burger we serve only on the weekends. And it's your classic smash burger with onions. We have burgers all the time, but the smash burger is only on the weekends.
I love the mindset. I love everything about that. I couldn't be more excited about it. That you're finishing it with your spent grain. I love that. No, and
This
your
is fun.
food is great, and you know, just the story and like
It's fun.
The conversations, the friends you make,
I love it. I've met some really interesting people. Yeah.
all just over a beer.
it's not the same with iced tea.
No.
Not the same.
Or milk.
Or milk. What to order at Senate Avenue Brewing Company? Wings. Then on Friday they do a fish and chips. Saturday they do that Wagyu burger. Give it a try. Get that foot-long El Super Bisto with the jalapeno, the chili, the onions. Yes. Different beers than what I'm normally used to, which I like. I like that they add a roasted jalapeno to a lighter style beer to just give it that flavor. Not too much heat, but just a really good roasted flavor. The burger with the spent grain beef from the Wagyu out of Alvin, I think is awesome. And it's just a fun atmosphere. Give it a whirl. Pretty awesome. Now I just walk around to other people's restaurants and talk to people. It's really weird, but it works. I'll take a cheeseburger and a cold glass of milk.
They say
It's like...